Alright, no, but you go bottom, I'll go top.
Holy shit, please, man.
Yes! Yes, I got the throw!
Oh, God, dude.
This is Killer Queen Black. It's a 4v4 multiplayer game for the PC, Nintendo Switch, and soon to come out for the Xbox, Game Pass, and Google Stadia. And from my experience, it's an absolute blast to play. For those unfamiliar with the game, there's a lot to look at, a lot going on the screen, but the rules of the game are actually pretty simple. So, the first thing to know about this game, and the coolest thing, is that there are actually 3 ways to win. You can win by military, you can win by economy, and everyone's favorite, you can get that sweet, sweet snail victory. Each team is made up of 3 workers and 1 queen. The queen is a powerful attacking unit that uses her dash and queen-specific dive ability to kill enemy players. She also has the task of tagging gates around the map for workers to use. The workers, on the other hand, are focused on progress towards any given victory type. Workers can grab a berry and bring it back to their own hive to help win by economy. If all 12 berry holes in your hive are filled up, you achieve economic victory. Workers can also hop on the snail and cruise towards their color flag to achieve a snail victory. Workers also have the ability to upgrade to a soldier by bringing a berry to an available gate. Soldiers can kill enemy workers and even queens, but no longer can hold berries or ride the snail. And of course, if you kill the enemy queen 3 times, you win by military. And that's pretty much it, right? There's 3 ways to win: military, eco, and snail. And it sounds pretty simple, but that simple fact that there's 3 ways to win makes the game really fresh and most of all unique. There's not really another game like it out there. And it can really lead to some dramatic moments, like let's say both queens are on last life, blue team's 1 berry away, gold team is really close to winning on snail, so it's like, what do? Do you defend the hive? Do you all in on the snail push? It's kind of a toss-up, and it's a cool blend of, like team strategy, standout individual plays, and communication, and just this really unique blend that I haven't really gotten in any other game. And I think it's really cool, and it's worth a shot. Also, I just want to address some important FAQs real quick. First off, yes, there is cross-platform support, meaning you can party up with people on a different platform. So Xbox players can party up with Switch players, can party up with PC players, and when it comes out, all of those can party up with Stadia players. There's also local co-op, so you can team up with your friends on the same couch, and you can play all the game modes. You can play ranked, you can play a custom match, you can play quick play, and also these both work in conjunction with one another. So let's say you have a group of 2 Switch players on the same Switch, and you have 2 PC players on the same PC, that group of 4 can form a party. One other thing I did want to mention is that this game is based off of an arcade game called Killer Queen, of course, and it has the same 3 ways to win. There's slightly different mechanics between the 2 that actually results in a pretty different gameplay experience, but that's a whole topic for another video. So I just wanted to mention that in case any of you have heard of or maybe played the arcade game. This is based off the same thing, of course. Unfortunately, during COVID times, arcades are mostly closed down, but Killer Queen Black, of course, you can play it from home, so that's great. So in terms of community, gosh, where do I start? So I guess the first thing is it's pretty recommended that you join the KQB, the Killer Queen Black Discord. There they hold some events, and there's channels where you can ask to team up or ask questions about technique or strategy. It's also a place where people post their live streams, like maybe there's a tournament match going on and they're casting it. Sometimes people post YouTube videos like top plays of the week or maybe a strategy guide or 2, but it's generally just a good resource to meet people who are playing the same game you are. There's also IGL right now, Indie Gaming League, which is a more structured league where you play with the same team for a whole season. You play maybe a match a week, and there's playoffs at the end of the season, and it's a fun, I guess, more competitive time. And if you're interested in league play, there's also an exciting community-ran league that's in the process of being made called the B-Game League at bgame.gg. I'll link that in the description. But yeah, it's being made by some very talented and lovely people who've been in the community for a long time. They're planning on making a Discord and a league, and I'm just super excited to see what they whip up. The people making this have put so much work into making the community what it is today, and I'm sure the B game will have that sort of grassroots community loving feel to it. So yeah, super excited about that, but regardless of if you join on any of these or not, the one thing I want to say about the community mainly is that it's very tight-knit and friendly. A lot of people are really nervous about jumping in, but trust me, no one at all will care if you're like bad or whatever, or even if you don't have a mic. Just, you know, don't be a jerk, I guess, is the one thing. But this community is really, really nice for the most part. So yeah, the game offers a wide variety of experiences, you know, from the more casual co-op fun to the more competitive tournament environment. Whatever you're looking for, we have a pretty good mix of it. So the game's been out for a little bit over a year now, but this is probably the most exciting time to pick up the game since release date, really, with it releasing on a new platform. There's going to be a lot of new players, and the whole community is just all amped about it, and we're hoping to, you know, see a bunch of people just join in on the fun. The player base before the Xbox release, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit smaller. Like, you can't find ranked matches 24/7, although I'm recording this on the first day of the Xbox release and ranked's been popping all day, so that's very exciting. Hopefully that changes, but you certainly can find a match even before the Xbox release. You could find a ranked match every night. Usually around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time, there's a bunch of teams and or solo queuers that are queuing up ranked together. As for quick play, there's usually a few players pretty much playing at all times. That's a bit easier though, because if you don't have a full match of 8 players, the game fills the rest of the slots with computer players. As for the meta of the game, I think it's super dynamic, really fun to play and watch. If you haven't watched like a high level close KQP match, there's nothing quite like it. It's super exciting, it's a blast. And yeah, one more thing I can say with a lot of certainty is that the players who are playing it right now aren't going anywhere soon, right? We're a real dedicated and passionate group of people, and hopefully we're a welcoming bunch as well. You know, that's kind of the reason I'm making this video. We just really like playing this game, and we want to share that experience with as many people as we can, really. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry it was kind of casual and off the top of my head, but I really just wanted to put a video out there from, I don't know, someone in the community, I guess, extending a hello to maybe some new Xbox players that have questions about what the game is and where can I find more information, and where, you know, can I get in on more of the community events. So yeah, any questions you have, feel free to post. And again, I'll post the Discord link in the description. It's kqbdiscord.com. It's also a very exciting time for the KQB community with the Xbox release coming out, the B Game League around the corner. Super excited for that. And yeah, that's about it for the video. Thanks. Much love. Let me know if you try it out. You know, hopefully you have a good time with it. I think the gameplay is pretty great. I think the people are pretty great. And I think you're pretty great. So, peace.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
No, I'm so bad.
Yes!
Oh my goodness! Oh, this bitch got Tabasco sauce on that goddamn sword. Holy!
It's a best.